from Harbor Station, it's the Vector Spaceman Show. Now here's your host, Vector Spaceman.
Hello, Space Cadets, everybody. Hello, it's your old pal, Vector Spaceman. And we're back at it again, man, coming to you live once more, straight from Harbor Station, and broadcasting on all frequencies to our beautiful planet Earth. Now, whether you're watching us live or you're catching us after the show, don't you know we're glad to have you on board. Thanks for helping us make outer space the place to be tonight, January 28th, 2025. Another Tuesday stream, last stream of January, maybe, perhaps, we'll see. Welcome back, Space Cadets. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome aboard. I'm Vector Spaceman, this is of course the Vector Spaceman Show, and we've reached Act 4 in our Tactical Breach Wizards playthrough. Our full cast of characters is assembled. We've cheated death and evaded our rogue former CO. We've made contact with some sort of gaggle of guerrilla resistance fighters, and who knows how this story's gonna wrap up. But we're gonna push to finish the final act this week, whether we're back at it again later this week for some more streams, or we finish up tonight. It all depends on how we perform here tonight on the show. Stick around for the magic. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with all of our broadcasts so that you never ever miss a show, then be sure to follow Vector Spaceman on Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, and of course, right here on Twitch. So here's the scoop. We've got our fifth and final member added to the roster, the druidic mafioso Rion. He helps us weaken enemies. He's got a little bit of a positioning ability. This is all very good. We had our first combat encounter with Liv Kennedy, our errant CO. A fight designed for us to lose, but I think we still did our best. She'll no doubt be the game's ultimate boss fight, so we'll see how we fare when the stakes are real. We'll also see if we reach that point tonight, or if we may be back on Thursday, or maybe Friday for another stream. Either way, we want to try to finish this game by the end of the month, move on to some new stuff. I think we've got what it takes. In other news, I hope everybody's had a good weekend, and a fine start to your week. Here at the station, we're still taking learning steps with the new 3D printer. So I had another failed print today. This time I was using some free models that I got off the internet. I wanted to see, okay, can we print out like little miniatures, that sort of thing, using this very finely detailed little samurai. But of course, it's got, long, like pole arms and swords and stuff like that strapped to his body. So lots of points of potential failure. And I think what the problem was that I just had 2 weak supports. This is the thing you gotta factor in when you're doing the resin printing, which sort of draws a model up out of the resin pool, the vat that you've got there, zaps it and pulls it out, is that you gotta have enough support in case you've got areas where there's like overlap, or overhang rather. Because you can't expect it to, zap and pull up if there's nothing connecting it to the whole model. So you gotta add support bars and things like that in proper places to make sure it all comes together. I think we just didn't have strong enough supports. I thickened them up a bit, and the next print came out pretty nice. I've got more prints running right now. This is the thing you'll learn when you start doing 3D printing, is it's all about efficiency. If a model takes a couple hours to print, then you want to have the next one spooled up and ready to go as you're cleaning off the last one. It is nice though that each print uses so little resin, so even if you fail a few prints, you hardly notice the loss in total resin volume, which is very nice. The problem that I'm facing though is that like the little samurai model, for example, it's like 28mm base, so standard miniature size. I'm finding that the details are almost too fine with this printer. So I'm getting stuff that's like so thin that I'm thinking like, ooh, that could easily snap. And I think that must be a reason that that companies like Hero Forge and other customizable miniature providers, they have a certain thickness to all of their miniatures. Sturdier, and I think looks a little more natural at miniature scale. Anyways, that's our takeaway in the world of 3D printing. We're still very much novice learners, but it's fun learning. And we're gonna keep it up. As for tonight, though, we are jumping right back into some Tactical Breach Wizards. We're in Act 4 of 4, so it's the final leg of our wizarding journey. We've got the full team ready. It's time for the last stretch of challenges as we try to figure out what our former CO is up to and how we can stop her from misusing street mana, illicit street mana, and all these other fun concepts. Still love just the visual and conceptual ideas behind the Tactical Breach Wizards world that they've introduced to us. I'm probably going to borrow heavily from some of these concepts in, RPG games that I've run and stuff like that. Most definitely, most definitely. Well, let's get into it, cadets. Time's a-wasting. Let me put on my hands here. My gaming hands here. And we're going to head right on over to the big screen. Here we go, you guys. It's time for some more Tactical Breach Wizards. Let's get into it. Bam! And here we are. Now, the real question for tonight's stream is, are we going to get disconnected like half an hour into stream? Because that's been an unfortunate constant over the last couple streams that we've done. We'll see, we'll see. Fingers crossed that we make it throughout the whole show without any interruptions. And I'm gonna keep one of my big orange eyes on that upload bit rate. Make sure that we don't drop off. All right, let's do this to this. Picking up where we left off. You know what? Let's refresh ourselves. There was a little cutscene that played out beforehand. Maybe they're not going to let us replay it. All right, so we're on some sort of train, and we are, how you say, collaborating with some freedom fighters of sorts, who also have ambitions of taking down our former CO because they're involved with trying to destabilize this nation, and it all has to do with illicit street mana. Empowering rogue wizards. So let's see what we got here. Looks like we have got Rion, our newest character. If you want to take the sport out of it, we gotta head up train. I do. You might want to cross. Oh, you might want to cross. You push, I pull. That's true. So these are our two positioning wizards. We've got Jen and Rion. Rion pulls people. Jen pushes people. So that's not a bad idea, Rion. Let's see if we can't make this work. Stability guys. These are Medial Militia, so these are our teammates. But super example, pulling right off the train. We got bonus things here. Jen wants to defenestrate an enemy immediately after using Broom Breach. We can do that. Rion wants to deal 12 total damage with 1 Spore Bomb. We're probably not gonna focus on that one right now. Jen! To the window! To the wall! Can we bust in through here? We sure can. Jen! Alright, I'm thinking we're gonna use that laptop first of all. Oh my goodness gracious! Ultraviolet, how are you doing? Thanks for the raid. Welcome to the show, welcome to the program, welcome to the Vector Spaceman show, Ultraviolet, Combat, and friends. Happy Tuesday. It's almost Wednesday, my dudes. Pretty good, pretty good. We love to hear it. What were you up to tonight? Were you having fun? Were you doing your best? Were you just chilling? Were you just chatting? Maybe you were playing some games? Hope you were having a good time. Hope everybody who's coming in with Ultraviolet Combat was having a good time. Oh, Daemon Ex Machina, the mech game, right? Very, very cool, very cool. We're continuing our journey tonight with more Tactical Breach Wizards. We are on Act 4, the final act of the game. So it's the home stretch, if you will. We got a few more missions to complete, probably a boss fight with our former CO turned rogue wizard. This is the one. It's for all the marbles. And yeah, we're gonna try to get this done before the end of the month. So we might finish it tonight, or we might have to do another stream later in the week, maybe Thursday, Friday, something like that. But we're gonna get it done. That's our goal. So thanks for coming in tonight. Thanks for showing up. Chillax, cool out, relax, kick back. Enjoy the fine sounds of Spaceman and Friends on a Tuesday evening here at the station. And if you got stuff to do, hey, go do stuff. But we appreciate you coming on by. All right, now check this out. Here's the dealio. We gotta open up security doors. We gotta get everybody to the green zone. Knock out all enemies and get both of our characters to the green zone. Right now we're using wizards that are all about positioning, all about mobility, pushing and pulling. So what can we do here? Let's see. We're gonna use the laptop. Oh, it opens and closes. Okay. That's fun, so we can give our guys some cover. Yeah, but then they target me, and we don't want that. No siree. Alright, so this is what we'll probably do then. Jen, use your ability here. Could knock him right off. That'd be pretty rad. That'd be pretty metal. Let's go for... let's see here. Chain bolt. This guy, that guy, this guy. How's that play? Yeah, there we go. Now what happens if I close the laptop while he's on the bridge? Let's find out. Oh, he's blocking it. Devilish. Alright, well what if we grenade him off? Guess we can't because he's too stable. He's too sturdy. Alright, Rion. Grab that intel. Can we pull this guy off? Sure can. Fantastic. And then our militia guys will take out this dude. Yeah. Yeah, easy peasy. And turn Jen. Grab that intel just in case. Let's get everybody to the next part of the level. Swell. We're making our way through this train. We're powering through. Oh, what's this? Guessing the glowing walls are bad news? Barrier drone. Can't shoot in, but you can walk right through them. Stop telling her how our stuff works. Come on, man. Be cool. Also, that's wrong. Points for effort, mate. Alright, knock everybody out and reach the green zone again. Okay, but we're getting reinforcements this time. Okay, so we gotta be swift. We gotta be quick. But we can open a bridge. Rion, you wanna try doing that for us? If we open the laptop, okay, that busts that open. Jen, we could... How much mobility do we have? We could walk right in, yes? This is a reactor medic. They will revive a downed ally or shock a hostile. Okay. What's this guy? Launches a barrier drone, so he's not actually a huge problem. So what if we chain bolted into you, into that, into you? Not bad, not bad. And then we could grenade, just like that. What are the bonuses here? Deal with all enemies by the end of turn 1, huh? Rion, can you Vine whip this guy? No, huh? That guy will hit him. So his drone drops. Now what happens? Oh, that guy's just setting himself up for failure. Oh, we got reinforcements though. Well, we can static blast this guy out the window. And Rion, what can we do here? How's about we... Spore Bomb does X +1 damage, and Brittling Dart does what? Increases the damage count. So we could take this guy out. Problem is we can't get in there. So let's grab this intel. Can we use our... Yeah, we can get close by using our transformation ability. Change back. And then Spore Bomb right there. Take him right out. Alright, but it's not gonna let us go again because we've got some Doober here. Okay, Jen. I think we can make this work. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna bounce off of... Oh no, we've got no... How you say... Mana. We can't use our chain bolt. How do we get mana? Let's rewind. There's some over here. But we just don't have the motion for it. That's a bomb of some sort. We want to get out of the way of that. We can static blast, but that's not going to do anything. Rion. How's about we pull this guy off the train? That works. And Jen, get to your position. Done. Mighty fine wizarding, Spaceman, if I do say so myself. Thanks, what's a sit rep? Just letting everyone kill each other, then I'll res the ones I like. I think I'll go for a more hands-on approach. Okay, bonuses. What do we got here? Transfer 4 damage at once. We could probably do that. Have a rabid enemy deal 6 total damage to other enemies. Oh, we can definitely do that. Where is the laptop? Is there a laptop even? Doesn't look like it. Looks like this is just permanently open. Alright, can we can shut down the turrets at least by being right next to them. Can we do death stores here? On these walls, yes. On those walls, we don't have tone. But we probably can. Okay, we gotta knock out all enemies and reinforcements and then get to the green zone. And do we? But maybe we can go for that Rion objective. What's up, Buffy? Wizard, as in the things kids in the 80s or 90s used to say, instead of cool. Wizard! Pretty wizard, Spaceman. Thank you, Buffy. Thank you. You're doing a pretty wizard job of being a wizard. How are you doing tonight, Buffy? Space Buffoon, you guys. Definitely check out Buffy. Buffy's super cool. Buffy's an artiste. Buffy's a streamer. Buffy's a friend. We are on the last leg of our wizarding journey. We're on Act 4 of 4 of Tactical Breach Wizards. We're collaborating with some sort of resistance group who's also trying to take down our former CO, who's trying to destabilize a country with illicit street mana. Really wizard for real. We're being wizard for real for real. So right now we're riding a train full of hostiles. And what do we gotta do? We gotta knock out all enemies and reinforcements and get everybody to the green zone at the end of the train. Can doobie. But Banks wants to transfer 4 damage at once. This guy does 4 damage. We can make that happen. And Rion wants to have a rabid enemy deal 6 total damage to other enemies, which we can definitely do. 6 total damage, huh? Not even a problem. What's being spawned next? A chaser. Don't know what that enemy class is, and a tracker. Okay. Well. Let's start with the rapidity. We are going to use our transference. That gets us refunded, and it will transfer 4 damage at once, while doing 4 of 6 total rabid damage, so that should be just fine. And then I think we can turn off the turret. There we go. Can we take cover? Oh no! They've spotted me. Don't want to do that then. Okay. If that's the case, let's rewind a bit. Maybe we don't take the turret offline this turn. Instead, maybe we just hunker down. It still sees us? Can be disabled, fires a powerful shot with knockback in the foresee phase, can be used as cover, resistant to knockback and damage, but it can still see me through the wall there, it seems. What if I was to hide behind this box? Nope, still sees me. Okay. Well, in that case... what if we were to chain bolt straight into it? Ugh, it's still not quite dead, which is a shame. Is this Overwatch skill from Is the Overwatch skill from XCOM in this game? Only on one of the particular wizards has something like that. It's not like a... There's not a whole lot of like generic actions that you can take. Everybody's got their own specific actions, which is fun. I think that's fun. But you can move and then you can use your abilities. Everybody can move and everybody can use their abilities. Some wizards have grenades, some wizards have guns, some wizards have portals. Some wizards can turn into dogs and go and bite enemies and make them rabid. Some wizards can transfer damage. Some wizards can charge. And one of the wizards can do an Overwatch sort of thing. More like Mario Rabbids then? I think I've only seen that played. But I imagine that it's silly. And this game, also being silly, probably lives up to the same thing. Some wizards are spiders. Yeah, some wizards are spiders. Some are dogs. A lot of wizards are just people. Some wizards are traffic cops. Some wizards are very mild pyromancers. There's a lot going on in this world. How are you doing, Loot? Nice to see ya. It's XCOM, but each character has their own custom thing. Yeah, and everybody's a wizard, so I like to call it Hexcom, on account of, you know, it's very magical. Alright, what can you do for us, Banks? Banks, you can take out that turret. You can take out that turret through the use of our spectral skull. Let's rewind. Let's grab this intel. Yeah, we can hit that turret. And if we hit that turret, that'll be all the damage we need. Why did Heavy Gunner decide to target this guy all of a sudden? We don't want you to change your target, Heavy Gunner. Is it because you saw it as a weaker target? What if we just hit the turret and not Heavy Gunner? He still changes his target. How interesting. I'm also Will. Thank you, Luke. I wonder if they ever considered Hexcom as the name for this game. Maybe as a dev name, I don't know. I think it's a good name. And if they're not going to call it that, then by golly, I'm going to call it Hexcom. Alright, what if, Banks, you went over here, grabbed the intel from here, and then spectral skulled... we're gonna have to be very precise with our bounce here. There we go. And then we bounce it into the turret, and then hopefully this still looks like the best target. No! Still wants to target the turret. Alright, rewind. I need Heavy Gunner to shoot this guy so that I can transfer 4 damage to this guy to satisfy one of my bonus objectives. XCOM Fireball. Can we sedate a turret? No, that would be silly. But perhaps, just perhaps, we can have Rion transform back, and embrittle a turret. We cannot embrittle the turret because we cannot see past the Heavy Gunner. So we're going to change form, then we are going to embrittle the turret. And now, Jen, would you please take out that turret? Okay, now Rion, we're going to have to get you out of the way. Alright, and he's still targeting. Jen! I should have had you do that from here so that you could crouch down, but that's fine, you can crouch now. Who's shooting first? Turret is shooting first, he's gonna kill one of our allies, that's fine. Oh no! This guy only does 2 damage, so that's fine, that guy's gonna do a bunch of damage to him. Everything's coming up, Spaceman, let's see how it plays out. Friend, dead. Guy, transferred. End turn. Okay. That's gonna do damage to this goober, which is gonna satisfy our secondary objective. Chasers. Chasers get to act after every single thing we do. Once they attack, they're done until next turn. Oh, interesting. So they get to take bonus turns. Well, if that's the case, if we move, see, we predicted. Oh, the turret's still there too. Shucks. All right, Jen, let's have you broom breach. Oh, not yet, not yet. We're gonna toss a grenade. Bam. Now we're gonna broom breach. No, we can't broom breach. We can't broom breach because that grenade is there. Alright, we gotta rewind then. Alright, Banks. Banks, we want you to move right here. we take cover, we will be safe. So let's... Oh, we can't hit the spectral skull. We'd need to be like here or something. Well, alright then. Let's see, what else can we do? We can take cover, and now, Jen... Can we static blast this guy? Unfortunately, we don't have any mana left on Jen. It's all the mana's over here. We could push him back a bit. Is he gonna just move again? He sure is. So that's not really useful, is it? Not really useful. Alright, from the top. Rion, what can you do? The turret is going to shoot Jen. The turret is going to do 3 damage. Even if Jen... No, if Jen takes cover... So we can spam take cover and leave cover and get this guy schmovin'. Which will actually probably work out for us. Because then I can have Banks go right here. And we're just gonna kinda... wait for this setup. And then we're gonna bounce the Spectral Skull. Bam, bam. Chasers. Okay, so that's a whole new enemy type. Okay, Jen takes cover. Ooh, Banks. You're not looking so great. This does how much damage? That does 3 damage. Okay. So it goes first, then this guy's gonna try to shoot Banks. We still have our transference. So let's transfer damage from ourselves to the turret. We'll take a little bit of damage, but we'll survive. Oh, I didn't even notice this guy came in. Shucks. Rewind. Because at the very least, we can do a little bit of damage to fella here. And then Rion, we can have you move here, grab some intel. We'll save our Spore Bomb for now. If we take cover, then Banks is pretty well dead, so we are going to tank some of that damage. Now let's see it play out. Alright, so we've done all our bonus objectives. We can take out this big guy now at our leisure. Rion, can you force that guy off the bridge? Sure can. Easiest way to do it. Let's move here. Oh, we got another chaser. We got another chaser. Let's grab some intel. Sedate these guys. Oh, that counts as my action, that's why. Okay. Jen, what can you do to help us? We're gonna move, we're gonna broom breach to here, let's say. This guy. Oh no! All team members must reach the green zone, so we can't have that happen. Let's take it from the top. Jen, if we get you over here, you just blast this guy off the edge? Sure can. Grab that intel. Can we make the bounce? Kind of. Take that guy out, easy peasy. Move here. Jen will live from this attack. Let's just broom breach over here and disable the turret. That's the easiest thing to do. There we go. There we go. And last thing, we spectral skull this guy, and that's game. Okay, we can move everybody to their positions. Nope, 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 go back. Ah, fine, stay up there, that's fine. Jen, you go there too, and done. Done ski. That's how you wizard it. Just got 17 minutes because we were going for those bonus objectives. Oh, meanwhile, here we go. We got the rest of the team. We got Zan and we got Dahl. And Zan's the one who can do the Overwatch type ability. Let me get my Zan voice. Oh wait, no, that is Banks. Vesker, Sebin, cover me. I'm gonna cross. Oh wait, no, that's just some goober. Hold on. If Reactor wants those warheads, I'm gonna put a bow on him first. On it. Alright, what do we gotta do? Help Moss reach the bomb site. So, one of these two spaces? Bomb spot. Moss must survive, knock out all enemies and reinforcements. And then we got bonuses. Help Moss plant the bomb by the end of turn 1. Huh. Deal 5 slam damage to with one charge. How would we do it by turn 1? It must be on a replay when we use Banks for this mission. Because then we could use the Death's Door ability. Alright, what can we do? That guy's got 3 life, that guy's got 3 life. I mean, we can definitely set this up. Doll goes here. Zan goes here, picks up some intel, sets up a predictive bolt. We're going to throw our riot block right here. We're going to swap places with the riot block, which triggers the Overwatch. We're going to charge into this guy. Bam. We're going to pick up some intel. And then what are we going to do? We're going to send our false prophets to activate bridges. Can't block any doors yet. So we'll just set up another predicted bolt in case this guy comes walking too far in. Ah, he didn't. Reactor medic. Sorry, is that one of our guys? No, no, that is an enemy. Okay. Zan, let's get you... up here. We do a burst shot into a false prophet. Let's rewind. This guy's got some health, huh? How many teleport actions have you got? Technically, as many as we want with these, when we're teleporting between teammates. Alright, let's see here then. Who do we want to actually shoot? That's the question. I'm thinking this guy's got 6 health and our 3-bolt burst does 2 damage. So we'll probably have to use 2 to take out this guy, and we'll use Doll to finish up this fella. Which means we're going to want to move right here. We're going to burst shot this guy. We're going to send our prop here. Bing, bam, bam. Grab some intel. Activate. No! You don't want to do that. Oh, who's this goober? I didn't even notice. Okay, we can activate this from both sides. Interesting. I'm interested. Alright, we're not actually going to want to do that because that's going to mess up my teleport. So we're going to send our false prophet right here. Still knocks that guy out. And we still get the extra mana for it. Let's see, we'll move here. What was that? Hold on, rewind. What does this guy do? Shock hammer. It's a chaser. Okay, that's why. So because we moved, it got to strike at us. Well, that's nasty. So how far do we have to go before we're out of his range? Here? And he still only moves 1. Alright, well, we don't want that. Let's move here then. We're gonna charge this guy, which uses an action. Oh, he's still alive! No way. What happens if we swap places with a prophet? That won't trigger his effect again, will it? No. However, this is interesting. We try to do that tricky biz again. Whoops. Where we spam the cover stuff. Okay. So let's slam this guy. Slam is going to do 1 knockback. We're going to predict a bolt down. Oh no! Alright, same effect though. We'll do the charge instead. That'll knock him back 1. Gets taken out. Now we're going to swap with the false prophet, which refunds our mana because he's technically a teammate. And we're going to use Zan's remaining mana to time boost Doll, so that Doll can do another charge right into this guy. The height of mobility. You know what? I forgot to set up another predictive bolt because we got that refunded. Alright, now we should be good. That triggers. Zan wanted to do it by turn 1, but we didn't get it turn 1, yes. Alright, nobody is spawning in to help, so that's fine. We set them up the bomb. Packaged arm. Get back to your friends and let them know the north train's gonna blow. Alrighty. What do we do there? Oh, we get back over here. Okay. All team members must reach the green zone. Green zone reached. Done. Okay, we're making our way back. Oh, it remembers where everybody was. On which side of the train. That's nice. Everybody back to the south train. The north one's toast in 3 seconds. Oh, this ought to be good. Okay, what do we gotta do here? Get 3 team members off the enemy train by the end of turn 3. How do we do that? What does that mean? Oh, the enemy train is the upper one. We have to get our 3 team members off the train. Okay. Well, that's not too hard then, because we've got teleportation skills. And we've got door controls. So we either fight our way through, or we use Jen's ability to broom breach down to here. Zoop, zoop. Move Zan up, grab some intel before the train blows. Oh, you know what? Let's rewind then. Because I think... Ah, we can't reach. We can't reach. I was gonna say, we could have grabbed that, but I guess not. Alright, we're gonna breach down here. Zoop. Doll, you can grab... Do you need that intel? No, because it's teammates. So Doll swap with Jen. Not quite. Go here, swap with Jen. We can't see Jen, because we're behind a box. Or there's that wall in the way. One of the two. Jen, broom reach to here for me then. That might give us better tone. Here, swap with Jen. Still can't swap with Jen. Okay, still can't see Jen, apparently. I mean... What am I looking at? I'm looking through trees. Hold on. Go through the trees! Whoa! Reset. If you ask me, I think we've got line of sight, but... apparently the game doesn't think so. Let's rewind. Jen, if you would kindly breach here. We gotta survive till the end of turn 3. Can these guys shoot out of this? Looks like they can. I mean, the other option is we don't rush getting everybody off the train. We just deal with them as we have to deal with them. So, Rion, what can we do with you? We can't pull that guy off. Is it because he's in this barrier? We can't, yeah, we can't even use those abilities. Okay. However, we could do something like this. Doll swaps with Jen, then swaps with Rion. We can't see Rion. It's out of our range, maybe? Maybe we just can't see him. What if we go here? Rion, set it up. swap. Swap, there we go. Now, Rion, I want you to pull this guy off the train. One problem solved. Jen, can we chain bolt this guy? Oh, we can't chain bolt. We can't get in there. Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll swap back with Rion. Swap with Jen. Swap with Zan so that Zan can pick up that intel. Swap with Zan again. We could charge this guy. Guess we can charge in. That would technically work. Might be worth doing because then I think Jen could zap him. Let's try it. Let's see how that plays out. If we charge... Nice. Oh, they start targeting banks instead. Okay. Banks, you have no knockback. But you could do some transference, which would be grand. Zan, what can we do for you? I would love to get you onto the other side, which would require doing a swap like this. Throw our block there. Swap with the block. Not swap with the block. Swap with Zan. Pick up that intel. Then swap with Zan. Then swap with the block. Then swap with Zan. Now Zan can do a predictive bolt. We can either stop a neutralizer. Those guys suck. Or a neutralizer. Those guys suck. Alright, Jen, you can static blast that guy right off the train. Don't mind if I do. Uh-oh. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just blast this guy. Do a little damage. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we chain bolt. Maybe we zap. Shoot, that wasn't what I meant to do. Maybe we zap, zap, zap. Now this guy's only got 2 health. So we can set ourselves up right here and do a transference. Have that guy shoot himself. I think that's a plan. All right, and Zan, we're gonna get you to. Oh, that's counting as a wall, huh? Okay. Well, rewind then. We'll get you to predictive bolt this way. Guy wastes himself. Reinforcements come in. Oh, he's setting up a... setting up a barrier for other characters. Interesting. Alright, we have got one chaser. And a heavy gunner coming. It is now turn 2. We gotta survive till the end of the next turn. We got another chaser here, and... oh, I thought an ad started. But we're still good. We got another chaser coming. We're gonna want to deal with that, most definitely. Alright, Jen can skedaddle easily. Let's see, Banks. If Banks gets away from that window, maybe to here, we can have Jen move to the side of the train and broom breach into here. This guy can't cross, he's kind of stuck. Jen can static blast, which will do a little bit of damage at least. Still targeting me, huh? Alright, so we're gonna have to waste a grenade, but that'll take him out. Sand is going to set up a predictive bolt right here. That was a false prophet, my bad. Predictive bolt. Actually, let's get you closer to this intel. Then we'll set it up. Meanwhile, what's Rion been doing? Nothing. I completely forgot about him. Well, what can we do with you? How's about... we just pull this guy. Do some damage. Easy. They got a heavy gunner. They're setting us up the bomb. Thanks. Let's do a spectral skull. Double bounce into this guy. Bada bing, bada bam. Grab the intel. Step out of there. Rion, we're gonna... oh, we can't see that guy, huh? Well then, Jen, you can probably just move right here. And they lose line of sight. Perfect. Zan probably got to move up a bit, so they lose line of sight. We're going to set up a predictive bolt right here. And Doll, you can move right here and probably... oh, Doll can't hide, that's right. But it looks like he lost line of sight. So that's turn. Boom. Easy. Train explodes. We get away scot-free. That's chapter 1. Mission complete. Mission complete. There it goes. Derailed. Aw, snap. Wizards on a train. I'm sick and tired of these wizards on these trains. God, what a mess. You guys should get some rest. I'll take care of the bodies. Jen gives Banks a look. That's true. Banks could do something with the bodies. Banks just sighs. Or I could bring them back. What? That's why you've got necromancers on the team. Did we level up? Nice. Jen gets a point. Rion gets a point. Alright, Jen, what can we do here? Point blank +2 knockback. That would be really, really cool. Refreshing jolt once per turn, refresh your move after firing. That would be very, very cool. Forced entry. If someone pushable blocks a window, you can still breach there, hitting them for 3 knockback. I feel like that's going to be necessary for some Chivos, especially some of the optional objectives that we've already seen, so we should probably go for that. I'd love to do point blank. And you know what, point blank's more useful right now, so we'll go with that. Rion, what can we give you? We can sedate our rabid victim. probably fine. +1 knockback per target, +1 use per encounter. I think having more spore bombs would be nice. Frost Fingers. After the vine deals damage to an enemy, apply 1 brittle to them. That's pretty good. That's actually very good. Targeting open ground within 3 tiles pulls you toward it. Let's go with the extra spore bomb for now. Doll's brain. That night. Oh, we get another dream sequence, I guess. You know what? We'll run the ad before we get into this dream sequence. Okay. I'm sure it's going to be a little cutscene, then there's going to be the mission itself, so we'll run the ad. We'll be right back real soon, you guys. Don't go nowhere. The Vector Spaceman show continues in our quest to be the best gosh darn wizards that we can be. Alright, 2-minute break. We'll be back right after this, you guys. The Vector Spaceman show continues right after these ads. Right after this word from, presumably, our sponsors. We really don't even know what it's going to be. Right after this, tailored advertisement just for you guys. Alright, be right back. And it looks like it's running. Fantastic. The perfect opportunity to grab a drink. A spacey, wizardy drink. A wizard's brew, if you will. Or as I like to call it, an iced tea mixed with lemonade. An Arnold Palmer, if you will. But far more magical on this most magical of evenings. So right about now, the next 3D print that I've got going should be almost done. Printing off some legally distinct, stand-in for a Warhammer 40k Necron unit, just to see, what kind of quality we can get out of these prints. They're never going to be as good as, injected plastic molds like Games Workshop does and stuff like that. You'll never get that level of quality off a resin printer, I don't expect. But it's not bad. It's really not bad, the stuff I've been pushing out. I'm excited to see how this next print turns out, because it might be one of the most detailed ones we've done so far. Trying to push it to the limit, Alright, and it looks like we're back. Time to throw those gaming hands back on, because it looks like we're back. Let's see what this dream sequence is all about. What inner demons are one of our newest team members has to face. I know that outfit. You ought to. You designed it. Never built it, though. I'm the you who did. So your dream self. Vesker told me about them. What's the point? Why didn't you build the suit? I'm holding a revolution together with 2 bloodied fists. Had to shelve some hobby projects. Not right now. You're not even in... I can't remember how to pronounce this. Kalen, I always mix it up. For the first time in your life, you got out. And you're here to guilt me about it? I'm here to ask you why you didn't do it sooner. Well, I'm here to work out some aggression, so you're thinking, wait. Fine. I'll take the lead, show you some tricks you haven't learned yet. Oh, new abilities? Your best self. The dream version of Doll has every perk unlocked. Wow, and you'll need them. Long press on her class portrait to see what they are and what they do. Got it. So, momentum. We've got that one. Rampage. Once per turn refund. No limit on how many times Rampage can trigger per turn. Oh, so we just hit, we hit, we hit, we hit, we hit, and we can pass through targets. Swap. If enemies are targeting you when you swap, they'll shoot the person you swap with. Right, we had that one briefly. We transferred it over. Refund, we can swap with objects. Swap even with targets you can't see. That one's rad. Recall it, and wall mode, and extra damage to the slam. Wow, very cool. Alright, how do we open this door? This door. We gotta use the laptop to open the security doors. Oh, I see. We gotta teleport with a guy we can't see. But as soon as we do, that guy's gonna lock down our abilities. Let's see how this works. If we teleport here, then we can't do nothing because we get stuck. But if we teleport... Let's see, is there any intel to pick up? No. If we teleport here, and then use the laptop... Okay, so charging, because it's not a magical ability, doesn't get locked down by the neutralizer. Okay. Good to know, good to know. All team members must reach the green zone, and we want to finish by the end of turn 1. Well, let's see here. What if we move on up? I'm gonna say we don't have all those perks. No, just the dream version of us does. But if we move here, then we swap with this guy. That we can't pass through here. Okay. So, Insane Doll, if you slam into this guy, and then slam into that guy again, and we can just keep slamming, though it gets resisted. Okay. We can throw our riot block right here, and Good Doll can swap with the riot block, and that's done. Okay, that wasn't so hard. Next room. So how does it feel to get out into the world? Weird meeting foreigners, seeing your first mountains, blowing up a train. It's a change. Won't last. It could. You're an engine doll, but you've spent half your adult life in top gear. If you don't change down soon, you're not going to remember how. Change takes momentum. That's physics, not psychology. You're fighting for a people. Don't forget you're one of them. You want me to walk away from the fight I bled for? You're already away, and I know you're going back. But while you're out there, let yourself breathe it in. Go back ready. I'm ready now. Let's see. All right, what's the mission? All team members must reach the green zone. Use both laptops to open both security doors. So there's one there, and there's one... Oh, right there. Okay. All right, how can we make this work? We need to have something here to help us teleport. Oh, we can't even breach. Okay. It's possible that Dream Doll has to figure this all out. something there to teleport to. Okay, so this door probably opens this, which would then let other doll activate. Okay. So we're gonna swap here. We're gonna activate the laptop. Yes, okay. Now we are going to move here. We are going to charge this, which is going to give us an additional swap. Okay. Good doll, you still have yours. We haven't moved yet. So let's charge. Get a refund on the charge. Sets us up here. You've still got to teleport. Let's try moving here. Regular doll, let's have you throw your riot block here. Swap to it. Grab that intel, use the laptop. Swap back. We can throw the other riot block in here. We've thrown both riot blocks. Have we? Dream Doll, when did you throw your riot block? Oh, we threw it all the way to the end there. Right, we did that because... Why did we do that precisely? Let's rewind a bit. I wish there was a better way to refund our charges. Maybe we're overthinking it. What if instead of charging this, we swap positions with it? But then we can't swap over here. If we move here, I think we can actually get down here. Check it. If we charge this guy, we can actually use our move action to get lined up instead of having to charge the wall. Okay, that's the play then. We're gonna charge this. Extra mana. We're gonna throw the riot block over here. Swap places with it. Pick up the intel. Open the laptop. We are going to swap back with this. Good doll is going to walk down here, throw our riot block into the far room. We're going to charge that block. No, we don't want to charge the block because then it gets destroyed, doesn't it? Yes, so we don't want to do that just yet. We want to swap places. Nope. Swap again. Dream Doll, we're gonna swap with the block. We're gonna charge. Hopefully that doesn't damage our own. It does damage our own player. Okay. So we gotta take that into consideration as well. So we don't want to do that from too close. So instead what we gotta do we gotta charge through friendly units. Because we can do that with Dream Doll, right? Our charge says we can telephase, optionally pass through targets to charge at others behind them. Right. So we had the right idea. We charge this. We're gonna throw our riot diddly-doo. Swap. Grab intel, use laptop. Good Doll's gonna walk down here, we're gonna charge. Doll's going to move here. Now we're gonna charge through, we're gonna phase through. We're gonna throw down our riot block. And standard Doll gets to the end. Cause an enemy to shoot the person you swapped with. Oh, we didn't try doing that, did we? Ah, well. Very clean, very fancy. Alright, what other weighty emotions are bearing down on us? The real question is, why are you talking to me about this? I tried ignoring you, you kept talking. No, I mean, why isn't this dream about Jita? Who's Jita? You talked to him every day since he died, about everything and nothing. But not now. I still hear him. We still talk. He's just fuzzier. Heavy game, man. Since you died. I didn't die. You took a lethal wand shot to the head. I got better. You were resurrected. Thanks, Banks. Southerner word, contradiction in terms. Death is permanent, by definition. If you get better, you weren't dead. But that's what I'm talking about. We don't even have words for some of the concepts out there. How many wars have been fought in Callan over the nature of death? How much of this fight is about the nature of death? And then 3 foreigners pull up, and one of them can undo it. It's not death. Alright, but it's something. Something we didn't know was possible. Something like that could change everything. Am I gonna lose him? I don't know. I don't think so. Everything's changing. Anything could be messing with our connection. Because I don't think I can lose him again. I know. We won't. I don't know who this Jita guy is. But he sounds important. Alright, we got a shotgunner. We got more shotgunners. And we got chasers. Knock out all enemies. Seal all reinforcement doors. Okay. And Doll wants to inflict 6 total damage from enemies hitting your riot block. I see, I see. We could maybe make that work, especially if we did it here. Alright, let's breach. So that's regular Doll. I can charge through other enemies as well. That's great. Let's throw our riot block right here. And let's charge this guy. Bam. We've already used our move action. If we slam this guy. Very good, very good. Now we want to move over here. We're going to swap so that Dream Doll can pick up the riot block. What's this guy do? Inflicts heavy damage and light knockback, fires from a short range. Ooh. Alright, let's swap again. We're gonna throw our riot block right here. And we are going to raise it up as a shield, so now that guy can't tank us. Great. End turn. Alright, now this guy we should be able to deal with. We're going to pick up our riot block. And we're going to get a move on here. Let's see. Here. And throw our block here. How much damage is this going to do? Not enough, it looks like. Unless we throw our block, then we slam. I gotta do that out of order, though. Okay, we're gonna charge this guy. Excellent. Swap with this guy. That's not gonna... Oh, it does trigger a shot. Excellent. That's what we like to see. Most def. Alright, let's get near the wall here. So we can seal these doors. Alright, we're all out of mana. Ow. Seal the door. Swap with this guy. He'll get ganked. That's what we like to see. These shotgunners are no joke, huh? Throw a riot block right there, getting people's way. This guy's coming for us, huh? He does a pretty bit of damage. Alright, we're whittling everybody down. Oh, there's the other door. Okay. Alright, we are going to take some damage from Doll here, but that gives us some mana. We slam this guy, does a bit of damage, but not enough. Not enough. Yeah, we can't take that much damage. Alright. if you move here... Oh. Alright, we should be able to bounce back and forth now. Oh boy. I am all out of mana. So we are going to have to swap with this guy. Ooh, can't have that. He'll get closer. Oh, but now we can't see. Can't see. And as soon as we throw the block, we're gonna get got. Alright, let's take this from the top. Gotta swap with this guy, maybe. Pick up our riot block. Gotta get out of the way. Our bad doll's gonna get murked. No, zoom a bit. Man! See if we hit poor C here. Guy zooms, doll dies. Can't have it. Trying our best to... Heck, let's just take it from the top. Now that we know that we really gotta prioritize these chasers. There's a chaser coming right there. What can we see here? Basically no tone. Let's rewind. Good doll, you're gonna go here. We're gonna charge this feller. What was the inflict 6 total from your riot block? I ain't even worried about the riot block right here. I'm just worried about dealing damage. Take that guy out. Slam jam, here we go. Riot block, sort of block off those corners, and we'll try this. Okay, Dream Doll. Let's have you go here. I want to bait this guy over to here. gonna swap. We're gonna move. Seal the door. We're gonna bash this guy. We're going to swap with our chaser. We got nailed. I guess we can charge fella here. Throw our box. Get a refund on that. Will that destroy the box? It'll just push the box. Yo! So this is interesting. We can use the fact that we're hitting the box and not destroying the box to effectively get extra movement. Because it's blocking the damage and we're getting a refund on the charge. That is a nice little combo. Alright, but we don't want to get shotgunned by fella here. So what can we do? Why, we can swap for free with the good doll. And then other doll can keep slamming that box. Oh, but it got recalled because we destroyed it. Okay. But that's fine. That's just fine. Alright, there's going to be a chaser coming through next turn. We can move and deal with him. End turn. Alright. Yeah, we got it this time. This time we got it. We're gonna charge fella on the wall. Bam. Gonna move up here, seal that door. Bam. Okay, Dream Doll, we are going to charge this guy. Take him right out. Throw our riot block here. We're gonna charge it. So we'll get the riot block back. We're gonna toss it right here. We're gonna charge this guy. What a cycle that is. And then we're just gonna keep charging this until it refunds for us. Oh, it only recalls once per turn. Okay. Well, in that case, we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it be and go to the next turn. Alright, charging guy. Slam it. Move and seal. And that's the mission. Yeah, we got overwhelmed by those chasers. Gotta watch out for them. This was Jita's fight. He was radical. Or he was the radical. I know. If you're gonna tell me I shouldn't honor him, no, I'm done arguing. I just like remembering it. Me too. He didn't want you in it. I'm not arguing, but he didn't. I know, and I tell him every day. Tough luck. Staying out didn't keep me safe. The day they killed him, they would have killed me if I hadn't unlocked. Ah, so that's when Doll got her powers. Another foreign word. Didn't know what else to call it. I just saw that metal fella standing over him, felt the cold power radiating off that armor, and every atom in me just said, no, you don't get to have that power. That's safety. You don't need it, I do. And then I had it. You don't have to remember the rest. You don't have to relive it. Thanks. You're giving them hell for 10 years straight. You dealt them blows like they've never known. The armor's cracking. And Jita's so proud of you, Doll. He always knew your power. He's the only one who knew you could take on a nation if you had to. But he loves your heart, and he can't watch it get crushed between a shield and a stone wall. Do him one more favor. Look after yourself. I'll try. Okay. Breach? Give me a second. Of course. All this introspection, man. Okay, we got a big mech. We got a siege cleric. Cannot be defenestrated. And it's got 5 armor. Man. We've got nothing that embrittles. So what should we do here? Don't seal any doors before the end of turn 3. I'm not gonna follow that one. I want to just get this one done. All right, good doll to here. Throw the riot block right behind. Charge it. Yeah, buddy. Okay, maybe we can go for that one then. Don't seal any doors before the end of turn 3. We'll charge up a refund on this. Probably set us up to take whoever comes through this door here. Other doll. I want you to charge up here. Oh, what was that? We set off the proximity bomb. Okay. That's probably alright though. We'll move here, we'll grab intel. Explosion, end turn. Alright, we got a riot priest. We got an absolver. We got a chapel tracker. Well, I'm more interested in just getting this done, so let's just slam this guy. Before the end of turn 3. Man. Riot priest. Move here. Riot block. Slam. Into another slam. Into a free swap. Into another charge. We will refund that block. Man, we're so good at this. Okay, we got a shepherd. So he's priority target. Take him right out. Cleanser. Take him right out. Other doll, let's move you up here so whenever this guy comes through, we can take him out. Oh, he moved! What kind of weak sauce is that? Nobody told me you could move. Alright, that's fine. We're just going to throw the riot block, we're gonna swap places with the riot block, and we're gonna slam him. Done. And now we won't have to redo that one. We completed Doll's Anxiety Dream. We got a Chivo. Unique perk, learning to ease off yourself. Just a little. Help Doll to start trusting her instincts. Her power never actually needed vision of the target. She just never pushed herself to try without it. Swap even with targets you can't see. Nice. That'll be very useful. Meanwhile, at Fort Osprey. Alright, we're on foot from here. Reactor have taken Villa Medil. Railroads in are cut off. We need a defensible position while we wait for backup to take back the villa and transport onto the reserve. What's the plan? Fort Osprey. It's an old World War IV bunker on the cliffs. Reactor took it yesterday and started moving craft coffins in there. You know we're gonna ask. Craft coffins? It's what we're calling Reactor Super Soldier Tech. You'll get it when you see them. Regular grunts get in, 100 needles pump modified mana into their blood, and they come out 6 hours later with superpowers and stage 4 cancer. We've done autopsies. It's a horror show in there. Wrecking their stockpile of these is a chance we can't pass up. It's well defended, but I've been looking forward to seeing your breach and clear skills firsthand. Don't get your hopes up. Don't mind him, we're game. Alright, let's move. First time partnering with my own murderer. Not my first time partnering with a mark. How about hunting a former client? Betrayals can't be great for business. Loyalty is a mug's game. Make it worth my while to help you, and you can take that to the bank. And taking out lives worth your while? Letting your killer walk ain't great for your rep either. Can't imagine what it'll do for yours. Are you trying to persuade me to kill you? Nah, not worth your while yet. I'll be gone before it is. Alright, we're up. And we're breaching! These are super soldiers? Oh no, these are shotgunners. Okay. Alrighty, what do we gotta do? Knock out all enemies, use the laptop to open the security door. Easy peasy. How shall we do this? Let's see. Rion, we could hijack one of these shotgunners. Zan wants to finish the level without letting any enemies attack. Rion wants to deal 8 total damage with 1 spore bomb. Spore bombs are based on the amount of people nearby. So it hits everything for X plus 1. So if we were to pump up an area full of false prophets, for example, hits everything for X plus 1. Deal 8 total damage. Most dealt 0. So let's try this. For the sake of example, Rion, move out here. No, darn it, that's not what I meant. Move out there. Spore bomb right here. Oh, we get mana for destroying a craft coffin. That counted? Most dealt 20. Oh, so these count as occupying, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 is 5. So the total was 20. Okay. I see how they're calculating that. Use the laptop to open the security door. Well, okay, why don't we just bomb it again then? Bam. And then Zan, you can open that door. What did Zan want to do? Finish the level without letting any enemies attack? Done. Deal. Oh, now it's Zan and Dahl. Thought you were taking the west door. I'm avoiding Rion. Act like we're talking tactics. You got beef? 3 minutes into the op? Didn't track you as a type, Vesker. Look, I'm just not in a place to defend my worldview right now. And he's needling me, figuratively this time. So you're gonna change your breach based on the pre-breach company? Not proud of it, but I need to focus. And you're a comforting presence. It's not how people usually feel. Not your enemies, sure. Not strangers, generally. Even on our side. Why? I'm blunt, I'm a killer, and I'm a figurehead. Plenty to pick from. First two are what you want in a fight. Can't speak to figurehead, but you're a born leader. That takes clarity. I can step up when I have to, but people smell the doubt on me a mile off. Doubt's good for plans. Once you have one, show resolve. Okay, how? Maybe don't futz with breach positions and blow the darn door. Bam! Knock out all enemies and reinforcements. Dahl wants to deal a total of 20 knockback damage. Rion wants to add 4 bonus brittle damage to a single attack. Oh, we can do that. We can do that. Because brittle damage is increased by the brittle count. So we need to hit him for 4 brittle, and we can take mana from others. Would have been nice to have that bonus for the impaling vine too. So this might take 2 turns to set up then. Alright. No matter. Maybe some matter though. You know what? We can destroy one of these tanks and steal mana. That'll work, that'll work. But we'll do that in a couple minutes because we're about to run an ad again. These things happen. Such is life. So we'll be back in 2 minutes, you guys. Thanks for sticking around. You know we appreciate you guys being here. our magical journey continues right after this. This might be the last chapter that we get to tonight. Maybe one more. We'll see. It could be, possibly, I've been told. But we'll be back in a couple minutes. Don't go nowhere. The Vector Spaceman show continues right after this. This targeted personal ad. And me, why, I'm just going to take a sip of my Wizard's Brew. Ah. Remember, cadets, stay fluidated, stay hydrated. And as soon as stream's done tonight, I'm gonna go check on that latest 3D print. Fingers crossed everything came out nicely, and I don't have to scrape the bottom of the vat again, clean everything out. You lose resin that way, you know. In this economy, you don't want to be losing, resin. Every drop counts, every little milliliter. What is weird is that the bottles of resin get marketed in by weight, like they get marketed by grams, like 500 grams or kilogram weights, instead of the volume. Like you'd expect it to be, a liter, half a liter, 250 milliliters, something like that. But no, they decide to market it by weight. I have been pleasantly surprised with how far a single, I don't know what you call it, pack, single jug, single unit of that resin goes. Like, I haven't had to crack open another bottle of resin yet. After, what would it be now? Almost 10 prints. Which is nice, which is good. All the prints I have been doing right now, though, I've also been printing bases at the same time. I feel like that would be a good way to save on excess resin. Don't bother printing those. Just print the units, buy some little plastic bases. Pre-made ones. Economically, it's got to be better in the long term. In the long term. I'll be so excited to show off some of the prints over on the Twitter, on the Blue Sky. Make sure you're following Spaceman there as well. All right, looks like we're back from the ad. Let's finish up this chapter. We're raiding the reactor headquarters. Rion wants to deal 4 bonus brittle damage to a single attack. Can we do it? Most definitely. Here's what we want to do. Let's see. We're going to move Zan. You know what? Let's redeploy Zan to be the one who breaches. We'll hit the false prophet, who will target this guy. Bada bing, bada bam. We'll set up a predictive bolt. Rion, you're gonna breach. We're going to... I guess we're gonna have to move first. Move just a little bit. Impale that vine. Oh, it didn't kill the false prophet. But we did get the bonus for it. That's good. How can I remove that false prophet? That's what I would like to know. This guy is stunned. We're gonna move Doll here. Doll's gonna throw a block right here. We're gonna charge this shotgunner. Very good. We're gonna swap with the false prophet. Swap with the false prophet again. Doesn't trigger anything when there's that temporary disappearance. Okay. Well, I tell you what we can do then. We'll swap with Zan. Swap with the false prophet. Swap with Zan again. Bam! There we go. It's a roundabout way of doing things, but it works. Alright, and now we can move Zan up to here. We'll 3-bolt burst. Get some mana. We'll set up another predictive bolt on the door. Grab that intel, why don't you, Zan? Rion. And that is the end of the turn. Now, who is this guy? A reactor super heavy. This is a new unit. Does 4 damage. Lays down heavy fire that can clip you in cover and fires proximity mines to box you in. Extremely resistant to damage and knockback. He's got 2 armor, 2 stability. Okay. Here's where the plan all comes together. We're not going to get Doll's objective. But I'm thinking we can get Rion's. So let's have Zan move down here. Sorry, that's a proximity missile. Spend action to defuse this mine, preventing the explosion. What if I just threw a false prophet onto there and got my mana back? That seems like the play, right? We're gonna move here, we're gonna grab intel, we are going to... If I send a false prophet here, what will he shoot? He's going to shoot this guy. We don't want him to do that. So I will shoot this. Take the craft coffin. Now we're going to send a false prophet right here. Bada bing, bada bam. We need our riot block. Now we're going to swap with the false prophet. We are going to throw the riot block behind this guy. We are going to steal mana from Zan. And now we are going to do 1 brittle, 2 brittle, 3 brittle, 4 brittle. We're gonna charge. Got him. Doll still wants to do 12 more knockback. We're not gonna get it. It ain't happening. We'll do that on a replay. That was an ominous noise. Shield generators. Saw reactor testing them illegally. Like the drones on the train? No, those were barrier drones. Different concept. It sounds incredibly similar. Shield generators grant personal shielding, a tight energy field around the body that makes you tougher, whereas barrier obviously means a lateral wall that's impenetrable in one direction. Since when are you a military nerd? I'm an entomology nerd. You don't get far in medicine treating related terms like they're synonyms. Alright, nerd. Ready when you are. We're breaching! Let's go! Okay, knock out all enemies. Disable all shield generators. What do shield generators do? You can turn them off from an adjacent tile. Jen wants to finish by the end of turn 2. Banks wants to transfer 4 damage at once. Wow, these guys are all tough because of the shield generators. Man. How tough are they, though? You can turn off a shield generator from an adjacent tile, but... can we... We can't attack them. Well, that's weak. We can knock that guy out the door, though. Out the window. Give him the old mace window. We can teleport to the far wall. Jen wants to finish by turn 2. If we Gale Grenade ourselves, then we can get to this spot here. We can take out 2 of them. Banks, can you... Death's Door right here? Yes, you can, which means that we can grab the intel. We're going to Death's Door right here. We are going to Death's Floor ourselves over to here. We're going to deactivate the shield generator. Jen, you're up. Two birds, one stone. We'll take this guy out while we're here. Gale Grenade ourselves. Boom. We are going to move. Deactivate that generator. We're going to broom breach ourselves over to here and take out the third one. And you know what? We're not going to take out that guy with our standard ability. No. Instead, we're going to set up a chain. A chain, Spaceman, yes. We're gonna go bam, bam. Oh, we don't have tone? Man. Well, this is still the best way to do it. Oh, that's right. We can do additional damage, but we'll just cast for 3. Get extra. Banks, what can you do here? Can we destroy this? Sure can. Okay, we knock out 3 guys in 1 turn. I'm gonna transfer 4 damage. Is this guy doing 4 damage? He sure is. Who's going first? How much damage does this guy do? 3. Man. Alright, Jen, you're up. Get chain bolted. I would like to at least get Jen's one done. And we can do that by moving here. Spectral Skull. Zoom, zoom. And we'll do a little transference. This might actually count for the 4. But probably not because he's got the armor. Which is a bit of a shame. Oh, it counts. Perfect. Alright, last room of the chapter. The gang's all here. You hear that too? Shield generators. They're very different to barrier drones, and makes sense. Personal shielding as opposed to spatial barricades, right? Gosh darn it, can everybody stop getting this so easily? I get it, but I'm not amped about this. This is already a room full of walking tanks. And it's a good job that there's 5 of us. Alrighty. We want to take down those shields first and foremost. How can we get over here? Because then I want to slam this guy. A reactor super heavy. We want to embrittle as many dudes as we can. Man. A lot of dudes here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. First things first then. Jen's gonna deactivate this one. Gale grenade up to a window. Breach over to here. Then Doll is gonna swap places. Charge over to here. Disable this one. That's gonna get at least 3 of them. Let's see how this plays out. We're breaching. Alright, Jen. Deactivate. Gale grenade. Okay. To here. Deactivate. Gale grenade. What happened? Gale grenade's supposed to refresh the move of any friendly target in the blast. Oh, I dazed myself. That's why. Okay, can't do that. We'll drop it here. There. Now we get to move over to here. Room breach. Up to here. So how many points has this guy got right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we take out another one, that goes down to 4. Okay, so they get 2 of these bonus shields for every one. Now, Doll, you are going to swap with Jen. Can we throw the riot shield down here? Yes, we can. That'll actually be better for us, because it'll save us our charge. We're going to swap with the shield. We're going to deactivate the shield generator. And we need somebody to get over here. Jen, if you breach, that doesn't refresh any of your movement, so we're not going to have you do that. Who do we want to breach here? Zan. Because if Zan... Can Zan get a false prophet up to it? And what happens if he does? It gets deactivated. Perfect. Alright, now it's on. We're gonna swap with Jen. Now we're gonna set ourselves up for the big push. This guy could conceivably get knocked out a window, if we're clever about it. I'm gonna refund Jen's ability by targeting Doll after Doll slams. Rion, could we have you... Daze that guy, that's perfect. That'll let us do 2 embrittling if we have to, and we might have to. Let's try charging this guy, see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some brittle damage. Maybe just one. We're gonna steal mana from Jen. Oh. Gotta do one more, I think. Another brittle dart. Unfortunately, our riot block is way over there. Now, if we really wanted to, we could get that riot block back. There, I think that's fine. Now, Jen, you were going to chain bolt into Doll, so we get a refund. Into... that guy, so he gets knocked out the window. Now we're going to cast a second one. Guy gets dazed. Banks, hit him with that spectral skull. And now we can false prophet and finish him off. Done. Oh, Zan wanted the team to use 16 different abilities in one turn. Jen wants to finish by the end of turn 1. Rion wants to deal 20 total damage with 1 Spore Bomb. Alright, well we can at least get the Zan one done, right? I move anywhere that will get me... more mana? I guess not. Oh, I can move up here, okay. Grab the intel. Time boost, that's an extra one. Sensor slam. We gotta do 2 more. We can set up a predictive bolt. That counts as 1. And what else can we do? We did a broom breach. Let's do a spore bomb. Bam. Okay, and we're done by turn 1. Swell. One less thing to worry about. Mission complete! Ensure no craft carpenter. Oh, wait. That was one of our... Oh, that was one of theirs. Whew! I was gonna say, tricking us there. Alright, who leveled up? Zan leveled up. Banks leveled up. Doll leveled up. Rihanna almost leveled up. Alright, Navy Seer. What can we give you? Extra damage for the bolt. Supportive fire. When a teammate uses their standard attack, take a free shot at that target. I think that, because it also... no limit on how many times supportive fire can trigger per turn. When a teammate uses their standard attack. So like a charge... because that could really turn into something fancy. Alright, I like that. Dessa Banks, what do we need from you? Big head, +1 damage, intercept. If a target is pushed into the tile in front, then it will pull them in. Overreaction. If the victim is an enemy, they gain 1 unsteady when the link is created. Drowsy, +1 sedated to all targets. +1 unsteady to the central target. +1 damage on the skull. And a bigger head. Unsteady to all targets hit. Let's go for +1 damage. And Doll, what can we give you? So, Rampage would be very nice. Recall once per turn. It returns to you when it's destroyed. Yeah, I would like that. Got a lot of use out of that in the dream sequence. Maybe go Rampage, because then we can upgrade the Rampage next time we get the opportunity. Confirm. Moving on. Let's do one more chapter, see what we can do here. This will do nicely. The rest of our people will be here by morning, and they'll take the lead on the villa. That gives us time to talk counter-heist. The rest of Medeal sees this invasion as an extinction-level event, and I can't say for sure it's not. But it's my job to think 5 moves ahead, and I think it might be the best chance we've ever had to secure lasting peace in Medeal. And it all comes down to your mana-burning friend, Bori Kesh. Well, that's us screwed. Maybe, but let's start simple. When Kennedy hits the reserves, will she bring him? For sure. She's a cast her down without me. She can't afford to bench the crew she's got left. Great. So we get him in the building for free. But the real target is the mines. They're directly below the building. We just need to figure out how we get him down there. Doll, could you swap him down there somehow? What's the distance? Well, we don't know what floor Kesh will be on, but not less than 200 meters. Is that less than 100 feet? It's vastly more. Then I'm out. Can we just beat him up and drag him? There's a lot to go wrong in a forced extraction, even on a clear day. Doing one mid-heist feels like handing the devil a lot of our dice. And you can't knock him out. He's got to be sharp to do this. He's got to be sharp to do his thing. What if Liv had a reason to send him there? Interesting. What's his skill set? Burning mana. Okay, well their main objective is to secure the mana, so I don't love it yet. Wait, that's not all. In Kalen, she sent him to block off chapel reinforcements. We helped him do it. Do you have secret reinforcement tunnels leading into the mines? No. Darn. But Kennedy doesn't have to know that. This is good. I can work with this. Wolin, did Control let that courier get intercepted yet? Later tonight. Ask them to hold off for a couple of hours. I'm going to drop some defense plans for these imaginary tunnels. I want them added to the packet before Reactor finds it. Ami a deal. No further questions. Good. I've got maps to make. Everyone else should get some rest. Tomorrow, we take back Medeal. Tomorrow, the world. Okay, we gotta do this little mini game again. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's put the villa on here. Where'd the villa go? All right, we got connections to make. Reactor just seized Medeal. The Medeal militia's next move is on the mana mines. They just seized Villa Medeal. What other connection do we have to make? What are we missing? Oh. They didn't just seize. The next move is on Fort Osprey? No, our next move is on Villa Medeal. Yeah. And why we need it. So, Medeal's defense network is controlled from Fort Osprey. No. It's controlled from the mana mines. No. It's controlled from Villa Medeal. And it protects the mana mines. Hey, that all makes sense to me. Alright, take us in. We got an op. Rion's brain. Okay, I guess we're doing another dream sequence. Alright, we'll probably just do the dream sequence then, and then call it quits. Ah, shoot. Finally get one of these head trip dreams and my alter ego's stuck in ball licker mode. Oh no, he's the dog mode. Murph. Come on, mate, you know I don't have an ear for this when I'm upright. Murph. You're doing my head in. Let's just crack some skulls, yeah? Murph. Nice breach animation. Okay. Dream Rion changes shape whenever you do. If you become a dog, he becomes a human, and vice versa. Ah, interesting. Alright, all teammates must reach the green zone. Keep your team alive. Rion wants to defend straight 3 hostiles with a pull. Alright, we got a cleanser. We got this guy. This freaking guy. We could bite somebody. Yeah, we could bite this guy. Roof. Okay, that's good. That's a good target. Other guy, let's have you up in here. We want to pull this guy out. Swing. This Rion, we're gonna have you move here. Swap form. Grab intel. Pull this guy. Woo! Yeah, protect that guy as he blasts you. Excellent. We're gonna take cover. Looks like the dog's gonna take a teeny tiny bit of damage. But that's all good. Blam! We want to defenestrate one more guy. If I get too close here... No, he's not going to change his target. That's nice. What if we... Yeah, we pull that guy out. But now is he going to target me is the question. And he is. We don't like that. Who moves first? He shoots first. Alright, well that guy's just gonna do us in anyways. This guy hasn't done his rabid bite yet. Get yanked. Get bit. Take cover. These two just gonna be shooting each other? We swap form. Then yank this guy. And then take cover. No! He sees us. We stand up. And then hit him with a spore bomb. Hey, nice. And now everybody can make it. And we got the bonus. Bonuses, bonuses. Come on then, let's have it. What's on your loaf? I'm woof. I'm worried you're gonna spiral out or something like that. Still not getting it. You still grouchy about me trying to get the drop on Kennedy? Look, yeah, it was a risk, and yeah, it didn't go our way. But I racked up some of our juiciest kills going with my gut. Can't go doubting it. Nope, not remotely what I said. Burf, burf. Alright, yeah, I'm getting it now. It's like you gotta hear through the bark, right? So you're saying something else was driving my gut. Honestly, mate, I'm as surprised as you are. You know I'm all about the paper. Reckoned I'd stomach any gig once I signed on the proverbial. But she's coming for our freaking country? Nah, mate. Some poxy band of fly-by-nights? Sure, I'd have cashed their check and pissed on their chips on the way out. I'm starting to think this guy's supposed to be English. But Kennedy's got the juice to clinch it. Had to go for the throat, no time like the present. Sure, we got instantly beasted, but que sera, innit? Yeah, 100% this guy's supposed to be English. Murph. Yeah, I know I'm prattling. Time for walkies. Slamming it. Alright, what's the gist? What's the gig? Rion wants to have a rabid enemy deal 6 total damage. Alright. So we gotta bust this open. Ooh. That chapel. Riot Priest would be a good target. How is this a reinforcement door? No matter. We are mighty. Let's do this. We're going to breach. Then we're gonna rush and bite this guy. He's going to slam that guy for 3. This is a good start. A mighty fine start. We can also go and bite that guy, but is that actually going to help us, is the question. Is that going to help us, is the question. No. No, it's not. You know why? Because it's going to change this guy back into his human form, and we don't want that. So what we are going to do is grab this intel. We're going to vine slam this dude here, but you know what? Let's just... Oh no, we gotta take that guy first. Alright, so we're gonna vine slam him. We're gonna take a little bit of damage. Such is life. We're gonna take cover from this guy. Dude gets slammed. We love to see it. Okay, Rion, you should be able to finish off this guy. That guy's going to get wasted before you get shot, so that's all good. Probably want to grab that. We'll have to swap forms for it. So we want to embrittle our man here. One more time. That should do it. Yeah. What did you want to do? Have rabid enemy deal 6 total damage, so that's going to be just fine. Bam. Got that one done. Keep your team alive. 2 more enemies. Not even a problem. Now we gotta do something about fella here. I gotta be able to see to steal mana. We're gonna grab the intel. We're gonna embrittle. Swap forms, so he targets us over here. Let's breach. Grab some more mana on this side of the map. Swap forms. Grab intel. Brittle dart. Swap forms again. Over to here. Grab that intel. Oh, can't see him apparently. Not to worry, we are mighty. End the turn. This should be good. Embrittle again, so he's got 4 brittle. If we impale him now, what happens? Got him. Not even a problem. Burf. I still think you need to let yourself make friends. With those fools, forget that. Hang on, I clocked you. Still heard the yap, but I actually caught your drift. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely not palling it up with these losers. What's your problem with them? Ruff. Look, I know you like them. I know you trust them. You can't help it, it's who you are. But you still don't really get humans. You don't know how fast, how hard they turn on you. I know, better than you. You should. That happy little pea brain of yours can't seem to lock it in. That's why I'm here, Rion. Stop you giving your loyalty to the wrong folks. Barf. You think they're all the wrong folks. How many times, mate? How many times have you got to get kicked in the ribs before you show your teeth? Rarf? How many times did it take to break you? That's out of order. Ruff. Maybe you're not broken. And if you stay solo, you never have to find out. But I'm ready to find out. Alright, that's enough psychotherapy with Dr. Bollock Breath. But keep nipping at me, you smug little dog. Dog Rion wags his tail. And breach! Seal all reinforcement doors. Knock out all enemies. Keep your team alive. Question is, can we make it to this door on the first movement? Can we rabid bite? Swap back and move. Oh, if only our impaling vine let us move. But to be fair, if we target a teammate, our action is refunded. So if we rewind then, send this dog in. Chomp. Move. Swap. Vine. Zip. Okay, I think I see the play here. No, I was wrong. It'll take us at least 2 turns, I think. So let's rewind. Let's take a moment to think it over as we go to an ad break. It'll be our last ad break of the day in this last chapter of the game. Or in this last chapter of tonight's playthrough. We're on the last act, but we're going to have to come back Thursday or Friday for another stream. Just to finish it all off. So we're hitting an ad, we're back in 2 minutes, and then we're going to finish up this level. And call it quits. We'll be back shortly. Don't go nowhere. The Vector Spaceman show continues right after this. And could you be so lucky as to miss the whole ad? Then you just get to chill with me for 2 minutes. Wow. Take a hearty swig of your own wizard's brew. We've done a lot of good wizarding tonight, cadets. A lot of good wizarding. Hard to believe the game's almost over. I've been playing it for the last 4 weeks. Come February, we're gonna have to find new stuff to do. Fantastic, wonderful, exciting new stuff to do. Probably be a good opportunity to get back into art streams, especially with all the 3D printing stuff that we're doing now. Pop open Blender, learn some stuff, learn to use the sculpt tools, you know. Take our spacey abilities to exciting new heights. Wow. Finally start working on that 3D Spaceman model. And just think of all the exciting things we could do with this 3D Spaceman. A little plastic spaceman for your desk or your PC. 3D Spaceman and Friends skits and specials. Wow. Start modding 3D Spaceman into your favorite games. Nice. So much potential. All to come in the future. Alright, looks like we're back from the ad. Let's get back into it. The play here, I believe, is going to be deal 10 total damage with 1 spore bomb. What would we have to do to deal 10 total damage, 1 spore bomb? means 5 each. So if we do 3 plus 2 additional damage because of the brittle, that should work, right? Let's check it out. If we move here, we grab the intel, we brittle dart. Oh, we can't see through unless we're right there. Man! And again I say, man! Alright, let's rabid bite this guy. We're gonna swap form, move here, grab intel, brittle dart. Can't vine our friend. We got no tone, no line of sight. In that case, maybe we want a rabid bite fella over here. Yes, yes. That's the play. Alright, one rabid bite here. The other rabid bite there? Sure, why not? Through the window? No way. I think that was how it was going to work. Alright, if we move here, we embrittle this fella. We move here, we swap form, we grab intel, we embrittle this fella. Now, can we spore bomb other dog? What if you swap forms? You spore bomb? No, what if you're right up next to the window, though? To the window, to the wall. Yes, then we can hit both. Alright. So you're going to brittle him. Dog, you're going to go right here. Swap forms. Grab intel. Brittle that one. Rion, you should be able to swap forms. Spore bomb. Most dealt with 6. Ah! Because what did it do? It didn't take the brittle damage into account? Did 3 to each, which is 2 plus 1 for each. So it didn't work. Man. I mean, it took him out at least. That's useful. We'll just impaling vine this guy. Bam. Knock out all enemies. Keep our team alive. Also good. Oh, this guy's gonna be a problem. I can already tell. Thankfully, we should have... Oh, we don't have any rabid bites left. That's right. Shucks. Alright, what if you move here, Rion? Swap forms. Pull that guy into the explosion. Oh, didn't do it. We could embrittle him. We could move here. Swap forms. Grab that intel. Brittle. Vine. Ugh. It's only going to do 2 damage. But he's not going to get any closer, which is good. Now, we can do additional damage. Bam. Is this going to count? We're going to grab intel, we're going to embrittle. Are we going to get shot by this shepherd? No. Apparently we're out of range. Good. Good. We're going to move here, swap forms, grab mana. I'm not super confident about this one. Let's seal the door. We'll embrittle this shepherd. Oh, we got shot by the other shepherd. maybe we don't do that then. Maybe Dog Rion gets to do that. Swap forms. Brittle. Impale. Get over here. This guy's got a shot on us, so we swap forms so he doesn't shoot the dog, and end turn. Well, it's getting dicey, though. It's getting mighty dicey. I'll go here, change forms. Ooh, don't want to do that. Don't want to blow ourselves up. What if we just move here then, Dogrion, and swap, and yeah, pull that guy. Bam. Swap form. I don't want to take damage from it. Spore bomb over here, sure can. Is he gonna shoot us for it though? No, apparently. That was kind of him. How do we take this guy out? We're gonna have to waste a spore bomb? Fine. Alright, we still got 2 doors left. And how many spore bombs we got left? 1. Maybe we'll get that bonus objective, maybe we won't. We'll see. I feel like we have to get all this mana so that we can embrittle these big guys. Or we should have been waiting to use... We shouldn't have used both of our rabid bites on the first turn, is what I'm thinking. Oh, that guy can see us now? Yeah, we get shot for that? Don't like that. Let's focus the shepherd then. Oh, I can't see him now? Let's brittleize him first then. Get brittle. Dogrion. If you move right here and swap, should be able to pull off the same move. Swell. And swap back to a dog. And this one takes cover. Alright, we have got to go get more mana. Let's swap forms. We're gonna grab intel. We're gonna... Man, can't do nothing. Let's take this guy out at least. He's gonna come for me. We're gonna have to sort of kite this guy around then, I think. So we're gonna move here, swap. Oh, we do have 1 in brittle. Let's do that. Get yanked. And he'll come this way because he doesn't want to target the dog. And then next turn, we'll swap this guy into being the dog. So now he'll turn around and come on back. You know what? We can actually take him right out. Look at that. Seal the door, grab some intel, why not? I think that's game. Mighty fine level. We did not get our 10 total damage with 1 spore bomb though. Shame. Another Chivo! Complete Rion's anxiety dream. Unique perk. After a lifetime of betrayal, Rion still struggles to draw a clear line between friends and enemies. But the virulent, explosive fungal growths created by his spore bomb can do that no problem now. And we're going to have to call that progress. So allies in the blast area aren't affected, but still add to the target count. That's big. That's awesome. So we can use ourselves to add to the spore bomb count. That's perfect. That'll make stuff like the last challenge a lot easier on replay. All right. Another dream sequence finished. Your accent, North Shore, right? Man, I've just been making up accents for all these characters, and I've gotten them, like, all wrong. Except maybe Zan. I feel pretty confident in Zan that he's supposed to be this gruff, maybe American, Spec Ops, Navy SEER, you know? But I'm pretty sure Banks isn't supposed to be Eastern European. Maybe, I don't know about that one. I don't know that Rion, like, I was just doing him as Southern, but it's clear that he's supposed to be English. Very quick recommendation, do that last story, it's so good, or conversation rather. I haven't done any of these chats. I haven't looked at any of them though. You say that's a good one though? How are you doing, Robotic? Thanks for tuning in. You must be pretty familiar with the game then. We're just sort of muddling our way through it, trying our best. But we'll give it a look-see. We'll give it a look-see. I'm going to use my accents though, because I'm so used to it now. Your accent, North Shore, right? What culture? Guess you'd say I'm from Shore Fin. They gave me a place. But it's not your lineage. Nah, Shore Fin didn't care about that stuff. That's Heartland. All those fancy fellas. So your folks? Never knew them. I was left on the beach like litter. Till some old git took me in. Here, I'm gonna swap him up to being English now, since it's clear that that's what it's supposed to be. No love lost? Ah, plenty for me. Loved him like a dad, even when he kicked the stuff out of me. I'm sorry. I wasn't fishing. Still, what did you do? Kept trying to make him like me, didn't get it. At least till he broke my leg. Something else snapped then. Still couldn't turn on him. Just looked up at the old bastard. Wishing I could. Wishing I had a scrap of his cruelty. That's how I unlocked. You turn into a dog. To be cruel? I'm missing something. Keep at it. You'll get there. Dogs can be vicious, sure, but not out of cruelty. Cruelty is more human. Oh, wait. Did it click? Maybe, but spell it out for me anyway. You bang on. Dogs ain't cruel. Humans are. That's why I turned into one. So the old git, you are his... Say it. It's not a slur. Dog. Bingo. You don't get to pick your human any more than your folks. Loyalty ties you to him tighter than blood. And if you get tied to the wrong fella, you gotta break free any way you can. But you spend most of your time human. Why? Dog years are a bitch. So this is cool. So Rion was a dog who got magic powers and can turn into a human. And he carries a stick, you guys. He's got his little magic stick. Isn't that precious? Isn't that sentimental? I age at 6 speed down there. Gotta get some mileage out of these boyish good looks first. When you transform, was your leg still broken? Always a doc, eh? Yeah, only now it was an arm. Front leg. Injuries carry. Fascinating. When we're done with Kennedy, I'd love to take some x-rays of your process. That sound like something I'd stick around for? She sighs. Guess not. What did you do to him? You're human. Nothing fancy. Choke slam, gut kicks, strangled him with my leash. Never felt rage before. Fights had always been play. Didn't have the loaf to control it yet. Now I wish I broke his arm, but it didn't hit my poetic justice phase till 22. Your first kill? Yeah, got a taste for it. When I'm upright, mafia work was the outlet. But back on all fours, the red mist always clears. Can't even make myself bite unless I pretend you were only playing. Sounds nice. It's a freaking liability. Bollock Breath is absolutely no radar for who's gonna screw him over, even after all these years. Your lot talk about loyalty like it's a virtue. Shoot on people who change sides. Loyalty's a leash. The tighter you tie it, faster you choke. Anyone who walks away from a bad scene gets a backslap from me. I had to change species to get that kind of power. You fellas all get it for free. So no one deserves loyalty. Sticking with good people doesn't take loyalty. It's just a smart play. Loyalty's what ties you to the bad ones. Appreciate the candor. Anytime. That is interesting. Also raises some fun questions about the sapience threshold for unlock. Exactly, yeah. They don't really... Well, unless they spell it out a lot clearer in these chats, which we, to this point, haven't gone through at all. They've really not, elaborated much on how, people get craft, as they term it in the game. How they unlock. But you sort of get the idea that it's, stress, that it's emotional intensity, that sort of thing. It's below the surface there. You get an idea for it. You get a feel for it. Thanks for having us play through that, Robotic. That was a really cool little bit of information. Like I had half joked about, oh, what if, Rion was, actually a dog who turned into a person back during his dream sequence? Like I was thinking that, because some of his dialogue sort of made that implication, but here they spell it right out, and I appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, you guys. Glad you liked it. As you saw, it's got some particularly fun character development. True. I do like these characters. I'm a big fan of the game overall. We're gonna keep playing it till we get through all the story mode, and I'm probably gonna go back and get all the Steam Chivos in my off time as well. But you guys, we've been going for a few hours now. That's all the time we have for tonight, unfortunately. We're gonna be back on, I'm gonna say Friday probably, to finish up Act 4. I'm guessing that we're gonna, hunt down Liv Kennedy and her gaggle of goons for a big final confrontation. Hopefully we are, let's check the mission log. Okay, so we're almost halfway through, just about halfway through Act 4. So Friday, we're gonna go, it's the weekend, we can go hard on it. We'll keep playing until we finish Act 4. That's gonna be the play. But as for right now, you guys, we gotta call it quits. Thanks for being here tonight, everybody. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me here at Harbor Station. With me, Vector Spaceman, your host of the Vector Spaceman Show. Before we take off for the night, though, of course, we want to check over on Twitch, see who is streaming, which friends of the show we can go and raid. Remember to say nice things, you guys. Be on your best behavior. All that jazz. And thanks, of course, for tuning in, as always. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Looks like we're gonna go say hi to, let me just check what is being done in this stream here. Gotta do a little preview, make sure everything's hunky-dory. We're gonna go see friends of the show, Meg and Dawn of the Game Grotto. They're doing a board game night with some of their friends. So let's go see the Robo friends. Stick around for a bit, see what they're doing. They're playing some tabletop simulator, so doing some board games. Very cool stuff. All right, we'll set up that raid. Raid channel. Looks like we're all good. All right, Space Cadets. That's it for us tonight. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight, wherever and whenever you are. You can join us again on Friday. We're going to do another stream. We're going to make sure we get this game done. We're going to finish it off, Act 4, the whole shebang, put it to rest, so that we can move on to some new stuff in February. Until then, of course, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed, you guys. This is Vector Spaceman signing off. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you again later in the week. And hey, stick around for that raid, because we're about to send you off for some more great content for your evening. Take care, you guys. We'll see you all again real soon. Bye-bye. Be on your best behavior. Say hi to Megadon for me. All right, bye, guys. Bye.